Everything's lining up to this beautiful moonlit walk along the waterside.
Beside a reservoir.
As you do. Well, I guess India's a very popular place, a very busy place.
Yeah, and
so it's the only place they can go for a bit of solitude.
At night, a body of water, doesn't matter where it is, what it is. It could be a puddle of shit.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, maybe not a puddle of shit, but like the moon hits the water.
How many candlelit dinners have you had by a puddle of shit, mate?
7.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
He jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted antlers like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice.
Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
Shut up! No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Brown Carpet Podcast.
Yeah. Let's screw. I wanna fuck.
Welcome back to the Brown Carpet Podcast. And I'm going to wear sunglasses for this entire episode for no reason at all.
If you're wearing sunnies, mate, I'm going in too.
Great.
Yep.
How do we look? Ridiculous.
You look kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a sexy cop.
Are we going to keep it up? That's what she said.
Welcome to the Brown Carpet Podcast, where each episode we take a weird, real news story and together we twist it into an even weirder film.
And at the end, we make a movie poster for the B-grade masterpiece that we cook up.
You can see all the movie posters we've made in the Brown-led section of our website, www.theBrownCarpetPod.com.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, or watch all the episodes on our YouTube channel. Just search for the Brown Carpet Podcast, and you can see Corey's pretty little beauty face.
If you've got a suggestion for a weird, funny headline you'd like us to turn into champagne cinema, DM us on Instagram or email us at thebrowncarpetpod@gmail.com.
Don't forget to give us a follow on Insta, TikTok, chuck us a like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Finally, we'd like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of the land we record this podcast upon.
Always was,
always will be,
Aboriginal land. We got a bit of a dancing episode this week.
Yeah, boogie.
Let's do a top 3.
It's the top 3. The motherfucking top 3.
It's the top 3.
Corey.
Yes.
What are your top 3 dance sequences in film?
Well, number 1, American Psycho, Hip to Be Square.
Oh, it's a classic.
Famously, Huey Lewis initially boycotted the flick after a press release falsely claimed that they pulled Hip to Be Square from the soundtrack due to the movie's graphic violence.
Ooh.
So he's never seen the movie.
No, he's definitely seen the film because he does a satire of it where he plays Patrick Bateman.
He's never seen the film.
Okay, he's never seen the film.
According to the internet.
Okay.
Next one is Pulp Fiction, You Can Never Tell.
Oh, yeah.
In the diner.
Is that this action?
That's that one.
Okay.
Uma Thurman did not actually like the song that was played in the Jack Rabbit Slim's Twist contest.
Why not?
She just didn't think it was right.
Okay.
And she said that to Tarantino and he said, trust me, it's perfect.
Okay.
And I tend to agree.
Do you have a third dance sequence?
I do. Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Oh, the lovely Marilyn Monroe.
I don't have a fact about that. But
okay.
The fact is, she's a Stone Cold Fox. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Dead.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Josh, you got any special mentions?
I do. I did want to bring up Twist and Shout in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yep.
So this comes from John Hughes' 1986 film about a young man's desperate struggle to take it easy. There's a spectacular dance sequence towards the end where Ferris leads a massive sing-along to the Beatles' rock and roll song. They actually joined in on a German history parade to shoot this sequence, and many of the dancing extras were not actually actors, but bystanders who were inspired by the music. Unfortunately, Matthew Broderick injured himself really badly a couple of days before. You know that end scene where he's jumping all the fences?
Yeah.
He busted his knee really badly. So they'd done all this choreography for the scene, and he ended up just kind of having to sit on the float and kind of gyrate his arms and stuff.
Because he literally couldn't dance.
Yeah, his knee was fucked.
Oh, shit. Any others?
In the final scene of Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Olive gets up at the beauty pageant?
Is Steve Carell in that movie?
He is. It was one of his first films. It kind of broke him. It was right around the same time as 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
Anyway, that scene at the end there, and she starts being really erotic.
That's right.
Pelvic thrusting and stuff, and they're all weirding out in the crowd. And then the family all dive in and kind of save the day by joining in. It's Super Freak by Rick James.
She's a very freaky girl.
It's too freaky and too sexy for an 8-year-old to dance
100%.
to.
100%.
Should be kept away from children until the age of at least 13.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's crack into this week's story. Josh.
Corey.
What is the weird real news story that we're going to turn into amazing cinema?
This week's story comes to us from India.
Ooh, Are We There Yet? It was the last Indian one we did.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I thought this was our first, but there you go. Look that one up. It's a good episode.
It's when you couldn't pronounce Nepal.
How did? What?
Nepal?
Nepal.
Nepal.
That's how the
there you go
locals say
again.
it.
Still
That's how
can't
the
say
locals
it.
say it. Have you ever been, mate?
Yes.
Okay, moving right along. The headline reads, Indian official suspended after he drains reservoir to retrieve phone he dropped while taking a selfie.
What secrets was he hiding?
What's your favourite selfie of your life? Have you ever taken a magical selfie you could never recreate?
I took a selfie at the Rainbow Room with Ron Jeremy.
Really?
I did.
Okay.
And that didn't age well. He's a...
The hedgehog, confirmed rapist.
Yes. So,
2 rapists, 1 selfie. Okay, here's the story.
Hey, wait, did you just call me a rapist?
I would never do that, mate.
Okay. I'll watch that back.
A government official in central India has been suspended after he ordered the draining of more than 2 million litres of water from a reservoir to retrieve a smartphone he dropped while snapping a selfie.
That's got to be illegal.
Highly illegal. It's an abuse of power. Food inspector Rajesh Vishwas was on vacation near the... I would like to apologise to the entire Indian community who may or may not be watching this podcast for every pronunciation I fuck up from this point onwards.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
It's going to get worse as we go in. Food inspector Rajesh Vishwas was on vacation near the Kolkata Dam in India's central state of Chhattisgarh when he dropped his Samsung phone into the reservoir.
Why did they have to say what brand of phone it was?
It's very important to the story, mate.
Why?
Are iPhones waterproof?
No.
Exactly.
Samsungs aren't either.
Yeah, well. He was suspended for his act of draining the water. The water, enough to irrigate at least 1,500 acres of land during India's scorching summer, was drained over 3 days, according to local farmer.
It's in a drought as well, by the sound of it.
Yeah.
Doing this sort of business.
This is a very, very selfish man. Vishwas defended himself in a video posted to the Indian Express website and said that the issue had been exaggerated. When I took it out, I took the water and put it back in the reservoir, he said. Can you do that? Can you just remove? How many did you take out? Old mate took out 2 million litres of water.
Where
and then
to?
Popped it back in, he reckons.
Where does it go?
I don't know. Maybe he had a pool on standby. Vishwas stated he needed his phone back because it contained official departmental data.
Yeah, right.
Not just selfies of him wearing ladies' clothing.
Dick pics.
Yeah. The phone was eventually retrieved, but after 3 days in deep water, it was rendered unusable.
Oh, surprise.
Vishwa was widely criticised on social media for wasting water resources, especially as India grapples with climate change and heat waves. What a scumbag.
Yeah, not great optics.
No.
Like my glasses right now.
Asks a lot of questions about Vishwa and what was actually on that phone.
Well, I mean, where do we start? What's on that phone?
Yeah, this government official has got some stuff to hide, I reckon.
Yeah.
Could it be some bad dick pics? Could it be a couple of selfies?
I think, well, it's got to be something sinister.
Old mate drained 5 million litres of water. Like, there's got to be a pretty serious reason behind that kind of action.
Yeah, why? Why? I think is the why where we start?
Yeah, I think that's the mystery at the centre of our film.
So whose story is it?
I think we got to go with the food inspector.
Yeah?
He's the man with the mystery at the centre of this. Since we're in India, why don't we give it a bit of an Indian flavour? Let's
Bollywood?
Let's go Bollywood this up.
So it's going to be a musical type one.
Song and dance numbers all through it.
When in Rome, or Delhi as it would be.
Like all great Indian Bollywood films, love needs to be at the centre of this, I reckon.
Okay.
It should be a great, grand love story. And then we can have like a bit of a twist in the tale.
Maybe he had some information on there about a girl.
Ooh.
He got a number.
I got an idea. Why don't we open this in the kitchen of a restaurant? He's a food inspector, right?
Yep.
So we open in the kitchen of a restaurant, close up on like a wooden slab. Big raw steak slaps down across it, and a cleaver slams it into 2 pieces, sinew, gristle, all that.
Yeah.
We're pulling back to see the full kitchen crew back there.
Just going nuts.
And they burst into a song and dance number. It's like a busy Saturday night in one of Delhi's most busy, most popular restaurants.
Yeah.
And they rip into a big song and dance number called Please Enjoy My Steamy Meat Platter. It's a spectacular dance number. The dude's jumping and dancing. There's steamy pots of meat going off this way, that way.
Yeah.
Real elaborate, sensational Indian Bollywood piece.
Love it.
Yeah?
Oh.
And then it's interrupted by the door swinging open from the restaurant, and it's one of the young waitresses, a beautiful young waitress, and she shouts out, "He's here!" Meaning the food inspector. Yeah. So this is an inspection that they've been preparing for a while.
All right.
Maybe the restaurant's kind of like been under suspicion of being slightly sketchy as far as food and hygiene is concerned.
Okay. And he's come at peak dining time.
Yeah.
Peak hour.
Saturday night, 7 p.m.
During the first course.
Absolutely cranking.
She's sounded the alarm, so we've established a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You saying that's who she is?
Yeah, the waitress.
The waitress. She's like the head maitre d'.
Yep.
Who's the owner?
I think,
an older gentleman?
Yeah, big, portly, thickly set dude. Maybe his name is Zahir.
Zahir?
Known as the Butcher, because it's a meat-only restaurant. all carnivore-styled gear.
Yeah.
You know, like big steaks, curries, all meat-centric stuff.
Okay.
No veggios.
No veggios. I'm guessing that the fire on in the pot. You know,
Fire's
fire
outside of the pot.
Well, no, kitchen there's always fire and you know,
Steam, smoke.
That's not the only flames.
Oh,
Sparks in their eyes.
the burning embers of love.
Burning embers of love. It's instant attraction.
Fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks.
Yeah?
Maybe the owner sees this and goes, "Oh, sit down.
Oh, please.
Yeah, please.
Come to our finest table.
Get better acquainted."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he sits down the waitress with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, the flirtation begins immediately.
Yeah, it's like almost like a straight in there, get in there.
It's a bit of an obvious tactic, but like she's a honeypot. She butters him up.
Yeah.
A little bit of the eye contact, a little bit of the touchy knee.
Yeah, yeah.
She's going to sign off on that restaurant.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that when we do like a night in Paris sort of thing where they go on this wonderful date?
A magical romantic evening.
And it's just littered with Bollywood dancers.
Oh, yeah.
Everything they do, they go, where would they go after a love delicious meal?
A carnival nearby.
He's completely forgotten about his job.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't even done the inspection.
Yep. He just signed off. Whatever, mate. All he sees is her tonight.
He's just dancing in the streets.
Yeah, they're popping bottles.
Fabric, colour.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
He wins her a teddy bear on the throwing game in the carnival.
Oh, like
They ride the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
Okay.
Fireworks in the background.
Just a magical night in Delhi.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
And maybe, let's raise the stakes a little. Maybe it's her last night in town. Maybe her father is the chef of the restaurant.
Oh,
The
okay.
butcher is her dad.
Yeah.
And
They're
they're
trying to marry her off. Is that what you're saying?
I was actually thinking maybe they're about to relocate, and so this is whatever happens, this is their last night together, regardless.
Okay. She's like, I'm sorry, I need to tell you, I'm having the most wonderful time, but alas, tomorrow I go to somewhere else. London. I go.
Yep.
I leave.
We may never see each other again.
Let's. This is it.
Let's make tonight the greatest night of our lives.
So, and they have this wonderful night.
And they do.
That comes to party at the end of the night.
Well, they go for maybe a magical moonlit walk by the reservoir, because we've got to get them by the reservoir, yeah?
Yeah.
So they go for a walk by the reservoir, which would be lovely. It's quiet, the moon over the water, hand in hand, strolling.
Now I know why we've got to get him to the reservoir.
The phone, mate. He's got to drop the phone in the water.
Right.
That's where we're headed, yeah?
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Everything's lining up to this beautiful moonlit walk along the waterside.
Beside a reservoir.
As you do. Well, I guess India's a very popular place, a very busy place.
Yeah, and
so it's
let's
the
face
only
it,
place they can go for a bit of solitude.
At night, a body of water, doesn't matter where it is, what it is, it could be a puddle of shit.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, maybe not a puddle of shit, but like the moon hits the water.
How many candlelit dinners have you had by a puddle of shit, mate?
7.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like the water hits it, it's dark, it just looks like a beautiful moonlit water, right?
Magic.
Okay, so
Yeah. Let's say it's midnight.
paint me the picture.
Okay, it's midnight. Full moon hovering like a golden orb above the waters.
Like a big pizza pie.
They lean in, exactly. They lean in for that special kiss.
Yeah.
Maybe he's taking a selfie of the kiss as it's happening.
Yeah.
And gets a perfect selfie of the two of them.
Yeah.
She grabs the phone and punches in her details.
Yeah.
Call me. Here's my email address. Here's my phone.
Yeah.
I must go. One last touch.
Yeah.
And she's gone into the night.
And she's like, I like that. He goes in for the kiss. She's like, I can't.
We couldn't.
Like, we couldn't.
Couldn't possibly.
Yeah. Let's keep that tension going.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thick in the air.
And there he is.
Alone.
Alone by the reservoir.
Do you reckon he has a furious wank? No, I reckon he sings a sad song about the woman of his dreams having left him at midnight. Not even a kiss.
Yeah.
And he sings this beautiful song and maybe he wants to finish with a sad solo selfie.
Yeah.
And that's the moment where he drops the phone.
Yeah.
The phone with her details.
In the reservoir.
In the reservoir.
There we go.
So now he's got a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea. It's like that real dramatic face of him being sad.
Yeah.
Like heaps of Instagram filters. And he's going to send her the picture of like, I'm so sad. This is our spot.
Sad without you.
Yeah. He's
missing you already.
Yeah.
Love heart emoji.
Yeah.
Broken heart emoji.
Now,
the phone is in the drink.
We've got the phone in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got a good reason to get it up.
Let's say it's now dawn, and there he is sitting on the side of the water. And he's just thinking about what he's done. That he's just lost the woman of his dreams, and the only way to ever contact her again is sitting at the bottom of the reservoir.
His heart is at the bottom of the reservoir.
Yeah.
Sounds like a blues song, doesn't it?
So deep.
I imagine there's another sad Bollywood song there, but still dancing.
My heart is at the bottom of a reservoir.
Yes.
That's a perfect title.
Yeah.
This is where he abuses his governmental powers.
That's right.
Drain the reservoir. He brings in his men.
Yeah.
He goes, we need this reservoir drained.
Yeah.
Why, sir?
But it's a drought. You can't do this.
We need to do it now.
He's drained the water. They've resurfaced the phone.
I reckon it's time to put the twist in. Shyamalan style. This is where we throw in a left field curveball.
Maybe they uncover another secret.
Oh, yeah.
Some more skeletons in the closet.
Literal skeletons?
Human remains.
How about they uncover a storage container, a massive storage container, you know, the one see out by the docks?
Yeah.
And it's got the logo of the restaurant stamped on the front of it, this old rusty thing down the bottom of the reservoir.
And it's just full of human bones.
Human remains. Bodies stacked on bodies, but
So
all
are you saying
stripped of their flesh.
the restaurant has been preparing Wow.
Meaty pleasures from the deep.
That's why they only serve meat.
That's it. That's why the restaurant's called You Are What You Eat.
I like it.
So, because I reckon, let's say on day 3 when the reservoir is finally drained and he gets his phone back, that's when the head honchos catch wind of his governmental power abuse and they come cracking down hard, throw him in a cell. But hang on, what's this? They discover the storage thing and maybe he uses that as, well, that's why I was doing it. I suspected all along.
Right.
So he goes from moron to hero.
I imagine the owner would flee.
Well, yeah. Now
that's going to be in the papers the next day.
He's implicated in multiple murders.
It's his stamp on the container, and he serves meat only.
So you're saying the butcher goes on the run?
The butcher goes on the run. Well, the butcher goes on the run, yeah. And the food inspector's out.
Yeah.
And I reckon the food inspector's on the chase.
He's after him?
He's after him.
Why would he be after him? Surely the butcher's being chased by the cops and stuff. He wouldn't need to go after him himself.
He's desperate to get to his daughter.
Oh, the girl, of course.
So if he can get to him...
Did they get anything off the phone, though?
I imagine that's... He's got the guys in the office trying to pull the data off.
Oh, okay.
But
so the phone's dead, but maybe there's something on the SIM card.
Yeah,
they're working on it.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
He's running through the streets trying to get him. This could be another opportunity for, any chance we get. There's going to be singing, dancing.
Chuck a musical in.
Yeah, running around. And I think the police get to him first.
The police get to the butcher?
Yeah.
Okay. Incarcerated?
Maybe she hasn't left town yet. And he bumps into her in the city.
Just by pure coincidence.
Yeah.
They just bumped into each other in a city of billions.
Yeah. And then we have another big Bollywood dance.
Okay.
We met again.
Yeah.
I didn't leave. I couldn't leave.
What were the chances?
I couldn't leave. You won't believe all this stuff has happened. Now, what about my dad?
My dad's a serial killer. It's a weird song. So are they going to go on another date or...
I've got an idea for a twist.
Okay. A twist in a twist.
A twist in a twist. He says, come back to my house for dinner.
Okay.
For another date. I want to cook you a dinner.
Sure. So the food inspector's a bit of a chef himself, is he?
Yeah.
Well, you see the head wobble I did there? That's an Indian thing.
Cut that out.
No, it's an Indian thing. The head wobble.
You can't say that.
Dude, look up head wobble. The head wobble is an Indian thing. It's a greeting. They wobble their head, yeah.
So I'm ignorant.
Once again.
Okay, so he invites her home for dinner.
Yeah.
She's like, she's in love, but...
Slightly traumatised by the fact her dad just been poured for...
He's comforting her.
Okay.
Saying all the right things.
Comfort food.
Yeah.
Nice warm curry.
I'm going to make you a delicious meal.
Sure.
Take your mind off things.
Yep.
They're having dinner. She's eating away. And he's like, I'm going to get some wine. Goes to the fridge.
Yep.
And we see a shot from inside the fridge looking out.
Mm-hmm.
And we see him pick up the bottle.
Yep.
And go to pull it out. And the camera pans down. Severed head.
What?
On the second shelf.
What?
He is the killer.
He's the killer?
He's the killer.
Okay.
Yeah. He put the container down there with the thing on there.
He's framed the father.
He's trying to frame the father.
So what happens to the young lady who's now in there with the serial killer?
She's not even his daughter. Another twist.
Fucking how many twists has this thing got, mate? This is turning into a pretzel.
The owner hired her as an actress to seduce him.
She's the honeypot.
To pass the thing.
Which worked beautifully.
That's all he's guilty of. Is trying to get pass a health inspection.
So our food inspector is a serial killer.
Yeah.
And he's framed the chef in order to get away with all these murders.
Yeah.
So is that the end? Do we cut to black? We
No,
see a severed head and we cut straight to credits? Is that what you're thinking?
We're back at the Delhi police station. The young police officer comes in and goes, Chief, we've unlocked the phone.
A young Kiwi working in New Delhi.
Hey, bro.
What's on the phone?
He's catalogued his whole crimes.
Oh, right. He's been vlogging the whole time.
So it's confirmation that the food inspector was indeed... Yeah, not that
mass murderer.
We kind of revealed it with the head in the fridge.
A little bit. But now the cops know it too, yeah?
Yeah, the cops know. So
okay.
They release the dad. And then we finish off with one big last number.
Okay.
And it's everyone who's been killed, like dressed as skeletons.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone just dancing to Bollywood, like I'm thinking Hungry Eyes.
Yeah, right.
Bollywood version of Hungry Eyes.
We got dancing corpses. We got the killer. We got the daughter. Everyone's in it again.
Yeah.
It's like a big feel-good ending at the end of a really fucked up film.
Yeah.
Cool. I feel a lot better than that than just ending on a severed head. So one big dance number to Hungry Eyes, and we're out.
We're out.
So do we have a title for this film?
I have a couple. You want to
Come
hear
on,
them?
hit me. What do you got?
Delicious, like deli, delicious.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Come Dine With Me.
That's not bad.
Meal Love,
Meal Love.
like real love. Meal
Oh,
Love.
Meal Love. Okay, yep.
Bad. Phone Case.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. I see where you're going.
Yeah, literal.
Phone case.
Yeah. This would rely heavily on the main character being called Hubert. Hubert Eats. Like Uber Eats. Hubert Eats.
That's terrible.
So bad. And this one's even worse.
Yep.
Fine Dining.
Oh, I hate that one.
You hate all of them.
It's on
don't you?
your worst.
What have you got?
Eat, Slay, Love.
That's not bad.
Meat Cute, except meat, M-E-A-T, cute. Meat Cute.
That could be my favourite so far.
Hungry for Love.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Eat Your Heart Out.
No.
Which is the name of the restaurant.
No.
Love Bites.
Nope.
You like Meat Cute?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Meat Cute it is.
Yeah.
Do you got a tagline?
So good you'll be asking for seconds.
That's good. I like it.
Love isn't the only thing on the menu.
Oh.
Never photograph your food.
What?
And it's fine dining again.
It's not enough for the fine dining.
Go on, I suck this week. What do you got?
A Feast for the Senses.
No.
Yeah, okay. A Love Story with a Killer Twist.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it's not funny though. Delightful, delicious, devoted, deranged.
I like that.
Okay. They were hungry for love, but who's on the menu?
The last two are like, I think you're taking the cake this week for title and tagline.
I liked your tagline here. So good you'll be asking for seconds.
And what your title was?
Meet Cute.
I love it.
Meet Cute.
So good you'll be asking for seconds.
Who are we going to cast in this film? This is tricky. We need Indian actors. Are we going to go to the source? Are we going to go to like proper Bollywood actors who can sing and dance and...
Well, I've selected 3 Bollywood actors.
Okay. Who are your 3 favourite Bollywood actors, Corey? I'd love to hear this.
And forgive me for the pronunciation of this.
I want
God.
to hear pitch perfect pronunciation.
This is the cancelled episode we're waiting for.
Do a head wobble while you say them.
Aishwar.
Oh, God.
Aishwarya Rai.
Is that one name?
She's a famous Bollywood actress, I believe.
Okay.
According to the internet.
What was that name again?
Amitabh Bachchan. Bakan. Oh, God.
Maybe we should go American Indian actors so you don't have to butcher these names. See what I did there? Butcher.
All right. I give up.
What about, for the father, Russell Peters?
Peter Sellers.
No, not Peter Sellers. Russell Peters. The comedian. Indian comedian.
Okay.
Mindy Kaling for the waitress.
Oh, great.
From The Office.
Yeah.
Your favourite show.
And she does a famous scene in the US office.
Yes.
She goes, and that is a meet cute. She tries to have a meet cute with him.
It's all tying in together. And then for the food inspector, Aziz Ansari.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just picked the only 3
Love
Indian
it.
actors you know.
Mate.
Here's me trying to cast real Bollywood
I
actors
picked 3 of my favourite Indian actors.
that I can't pronounce.
You've never heard of those people. You Googled every
True,
single one of them.
true,
I'm
true.
disgusted.
Okay, what's a film?
I think that's a film.
Soundtrack.
Well, I guess we got a lot of original Bollywood songs that are
Yeah.
going to go into this.
Yeah, I love that one from Slumdog Millionaire. Jai Ho.
What's it about, mate?
It's about Jai, who happened to be a hoe.
I also thought we could have a couple of contemporary songs that get Bollywoodized.
Yeah, okay.
Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
But Bollywoodized.
Yeah, Bollywoodized. Cherry Pie by Warren. She's my
cherry pie.
And Meat is Murder by the Smiths.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think you're going to say 9 Inch Nails. Well, Josh, that's a film.
That's something resembling a film.
I hope so. I hope there's a film in there. Please be a film in there.
Oof, it's going to be a rough cut this week.
Until next week, don't forget to flush.
See you, cunts. Why did I do that?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
He jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted inwards like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice.
Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as sealed duck.
No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Brown Carpet Podcast.
Should have prepared for this. It's one thing I didn't do. I've got to QC everything you do.
Fuck me.
I've got rigorous frame by frame, check everything.
Gives you something to fucking do, I suppose. When you're not sitting there with a thumb up your ass.
Welcome to back.
Welcome to back.
Welcome to another From the Vault podcast, Brown Carpet. Welcome to puppetry of the penis. I figured as like as you get older, they probably can do more tricks, right?
Oh yeah,
Because they can
more to
sack
work
balls.
with. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a bit of a, but just no mas, no man.
My goodness, that is a rough ending.
Speaking of rough endings.
My goodness, that is a rough ending.
Oh, rough indeed. Don't say rough ending.
I'm going to keep saying rough ending until you come back at me with something. Oh, my goodness, that is a rough ending.
Very rough indeed, particularly around the ending. Wow.
Mate,
Fuck.
fucking
Fuck.
reading is not your strong point.
Josh,
Corey.
what is... You said it very upset with me then.
Corey. Rajesh Vish...
Fuck. Well, Nepal. So,
It's called Nepal.
so it's all right. What's wrong?
I have to edit this shit, mate. That's what's wrong. Cut everything from that previous 5 minutes. Fuck me. No, he didn't. We got that. I forgot that part wasn't in it.
Fuck you. See, this is hard.
Well, the selfie of the two of them will
What
be...
the fuck am I saying?
Do you like American Psycho?
It's okay.
Although originally polarizing to audiences and critics alike,